Dear brothers and sisters in Christ, today we delve into the depths of Genesis, specifically Genesis 19 verse 30 to 38, uncovering a tale that, at first glance, may perplex and disturb us. The story of Lot, a man spared from the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, takes an unexpected turn into a narrative that mirrors the aftermath of Noah's Ark. Before we dive into the continuing saga of Lot and his daughters, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Your subscription helps us keep sharing insightful content. Join our community, subscribe, share, and let us know your take in the comment section. Your engagement makes this journey even more meaningful. As the narrative unfolds, we witness in Genesis 19, Lot, his wife and daughters had to escape from the city of Sodom because God was going to destroy it. Angels warned them not to look back, but sadly, Lot's wife did and turned into a pillar of salt. Genesis 19 verse 26. Fearing the end of the world and desperate for offspring, Lot's daughters resort to a troubling plan. Now finding refuge in a cave near Zoar, Lot and his daughters experience fear and isolation. Their journey takes a surprising turn when the daughters, driven by a genuine concern for humanity's survival, make an unconventional decision. In Genesis 19 verse 31 to 33, the older daughter said to the younger, "Our father is old, and there is no man on earth for us. Let's make our father drink wine, and we will have children through him." So they made their father drink wine that night, and the older daughter lay with him. He didn't know when she lay down or when she got up. These actions might raise eyebrows, but we need to grasp the desperate circumstances that led to such choices. The Hebrew word used for giving Lot wine, implying to irrigate the ground, reveals the daughter's deep compassion. They sought to comfort Lot thoroughly in his distress. The following night, the younger daughter followed suit. Genesis 19 verse 34 to 36. The names given to the sons born from these encounters, Moab and Ben-Ami, hold significance. Moab, meaning "from my father," explicitly acknowledges the unique circumstances of his birth. Ben-Ami, meaning "son of my clan," subtly refers to their family situation. The Genesis author emphasizes twice that Lot perceived not, didn't know, about the incestuous acts with his daughters. While unintentional on Lot's part, he is not without fault. Despite all this, neither Lot nor his daughters were directly punished for what happened. Why were Lot's daughters not punished by God for their actions with their father? In Genesis 19 verse 30 to 38, we find a perplexing situation involving Lot's daughters and their base acts with their father. To understand why God didn't punish them directly, we must first examine the choices made by Lot and the consequences that followed. Lot initially chose to dwell in the wicked city of Sodom, exposing his family to its sinful environment. Despite trying to maintain his own purity, the influence of Sodom took a toll on his family. In 2 Peter 2 verse 7 to 8, we learn that God delivered Lot, a righteous man, from the wickedness surrounding him. However, Lot's initial selfishness in choosing the advantages of the world negatively affected his family. When conflicts arose between the herdsmen of Abraham and Lot, Abraham suggested they separate, allowing Lot to choose his direction. Instead of considering his uncle, Lot selfishly chose the well-watered plains of Jordan, leaving the simpler place for the heir of God's kingdom. This decision led him to dwell in the exceedingly sinful city of Sodom, resulting in the loss of his wife and his daughters' husbands in God's judgment. Lot's daughters, influenced by the immorality of Sodom, resorted to shameful acts with their father after making him drunk. The Bible, as a practical book, candidly records not only victories but also the failures of God's people, presenting them as real individuals with flaws. While Lot was innocent of the specific act due to being unaware, he was guilty of another sin, partaking in intoxicating wine. This decision became a means for the devil to ensnare him further. The daughters, driven by fear that there would be no chance for their posterity to marry within their faith, took matters into their own hands. Their reasoning, found in Genesis 19 verse 31 to 32, reveals a lack of trust in God to provide husbands. Instead, they deceived their father to preserve their lineage. The consequence of their actions resulted in the birth of Moab and Benami, whose descendants, the Moabites and Ammonites, became enemies of the chosen nation of Israel.